Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how you can make a random name generator application in Python, or you can put anything in it, but mainly I'll be focusing on the name aspect of it and putting names in. Let's start. Okay, so starting off, what we want to do is import the libraries. So what we're going to need is Tkinter, which is it's the library that helps with like GUI and application creation in Python. And what we're going to do is we're going to import that as TK so that it just gets a bit easier to write. And then we're also going to want to import random, which helps us with the random generate. Well, it picks a random. It's kind of self-explanatory. Then next we're going to want to create the window. So to do that, I'm going to call it root. You can call it anything, but I'll just go with that. And then you're going to write TK and then dot TK with a small letter, and there we go. And now it's created a window and it's called root. But if you play it, nothing will happen. Nothing will show up, and that is because you need something called a root, or root that's just a name. So you put the name and then main loop and then parentheses. And now you should have a window pop up like this one. And now what we're going to do is we can put stuff in it and then name it. First, I'm just going to put the dimensions of it. So what we're going to do is geometry and parentheses. And then what we're going to do is put semicolons. So that's where we'll put the dimensions. And what we'll go to there. That looks good. There we go, now we've got dimensions. And what we can do now is we're going to create a variable, which is where the random thing will select its property, or select its wherever it's going to get random from. It's going to get it from that. I'll just make one first. So I'm going to call it list of names. And so what we're going to do is put some brackets in, and now I've created a list, and inside that list you can put I just put a couple names in first. I've got some names ready right here. Oop, there we go. I just got a bunch of random names. They don't really represent anything. And now that we have names or a list, but we don't use it for anything, so let's first off just get that. Or get it to work with something. So what we're going to do is create a function. I'm going to call it random name, and so now we've created a function, and inside that we can put the random library that we imported. And so what we're going to do then is first give it, this is what you will get, this is what it will print out. And so what we're going to do is random dot choice. Inside there you're going to put list, and now it will select one. It will choose a random name from the list, and as I said, you can change that to numbers. It could be tuples. It could be anything, as long as it is inside the list. It will pick it. And then what we're going to do is we need some place for it to print the values out on. So what we're going to do then is we're going to create a list box, and to do that we are going to, I'm just going to call it box list, because I just like to call my stuff that way. So tk dot list box. There we go, and now I've created a list box, and inside there you want to put the name of the window, and also I'll just put the height to 2, because otherwise it will get an automatic height of like 5 or 6, and then that will be too tall, so we won't be able to view anything else. And then I'm going to create a button called run, which just so that it explains what it does, so that when you view the code later, it's easier to understand what everything is. So I'm going to create a button. There we go. And inside this button, we want to put text so that it doesn't become empty, and then yeah, and also it's also good because then you can see what the button does when you run the application. If someone else is in it and then they just see a blank square, they won't know what it does. So we'll just put that in, and now when we open up, you will get nothing, as you can see. Because you have to have the pack method. So to do that, we're going to go get the box, and the pack. I'm going to do the same for the button. There we go. Now when we run, we should see the list box and run. And now they don't do anything, which is kind of boring. So to fix that, what we're going to do is put the command inside of the button, and the command is the name of the function we made earlier. So we're going to get that, and now it will do nothing because we forgot to put the inside of the function. We have to make it actually do something, because right now it does generate a random value from the list, but we have to actually put it inside of the list box. So to do that, first we want to get the name of where we want to put it. And so first I will delete whatever's in the box already, and you might think that there is no point in doing that because it's empty, but when you print it once, there will be a value inside of the box, and and then when you delete that, it makes space for more. Yeah, you get it. And then so what we want to do is first put in 0 and then end. Now we get to put inside it, insert, we're going to put inside the ran choice, which is the random thing it chooses. Now when we open up the application, we should see it chooses a random name, which is really cool. And now it will choose, and you can do this with anything. You can, instead of names, I can have 1, 2. It could be whatever. So right now when I open it, it will give me a random number from the list I gave it. So this, you could use this for anything really. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it is a value that Python understands, it will work. So stopping off, we could just give it a name then. So title, let's just call it random. There we go, random. Now you've created a random name generator or number generator or whatever you want to use it for. And thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.